Anthony Hartwig here with a Canfield Volleyball season preview, Coach's Corner, Episode 1. Krista Nesbitt back again for another year with the Cardinals. Coach, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Thank you for having me.
We are so excited for Canfield Volleyball. Can't wait to talk about it. But before we do, let's have a little bit of a recap from last year, things that you think you yourself learned about your team, and maybe some lessons that you hope the returning players bring into this year as well.
Yeah, so last year we lost 3 seniors, and then besides those three, everyone else is returning this year, which we're really excited about. I feel like everyone in our team would agree, as coaches and as players, that we fell a little short of some of our expectations that we had, and it kind of has given us the momentum and the motivation this off season to really get in the gym, get a lot of work in, get stronger, get faster, get quicker, get more skills. And I'm feeling really, really good about where we're at now, heading into the preseason scrimmages and then ultimately our first game in just over a week.
What were some difference makers that you think that formed the lower expectation or not making expectation last year that you hope to see corrected this year?
I mean, a lot of things based on skill, siding out, being more aggressive, things like that. But overall, just our team chemistry has really, really improved. The girls are working really well together. They're being great teammates. We're trusting each other more on the court. And we're really emphasizing that drive to win and compete. And I think doing those things and having a year of experience, all of our girls coming back have a lot of experience, have played in that level at that speed. I think we're ready to go for this upcoming season.
So let's talk about this season. We'll start with a kind of a meet the team segment. Go through your roster, the big names that we're going to know and hear from Canfield, and maybe some new faces that we might see this year on the varsity level as well.
Yeah. So I have 3 seniors, Cameron Zenko, who will be an outside right side back row player for me. Lauren Mizak, another returner, outside right side back row player for me. And then Meredith Ross, who is a middle for me. So all three of those girls have been playing for me the last few years. Great leaders, great teammates, have set kind of the tone for this season. So I'm excited to watch them in their senior year. I have 3 juniors that'll be contributing to varsity. Leah Solly, who is just a dominant force on the right side, on the outside. Carly Fleming, who is actually moving this year to become our libero. And then Lydia Dorenzo, who will be a nice little utility player for us, brings a lot of great energy. And then I'm returning a lot of sophomores again this year. So Vivian Byro will be our setter. Ashton Hanusak is our outside. Again, maybe some right side back row. Really dominant player. Lily Weaver, dominant player in the middle. Peyton Shina will be getting a lot of varsity experience this year as well as a back row player. And then I have Michaela Brown returning again this year as a middle right side for me. Also, on top of that, we have 16 freshmen in our program this year, and I'm really, really excited about that. There's a lot of talent there. I'll have 2 of those freshmen pulled up with me, getting a little bit of experience as well.
16 freshmen. That's a big number. How exciting is it to see so much youth come up in the program?
It's one of my favorite things to see. Our 7th and 8th grade both have 15 and very talented. Our freshmen now with 16 of them, and all of them can play. And it's just brought such a competitiveness to our practice. We have depth. We have great competition. We have girls that are pushing and challenging each other. Overall, it's just so exciting to see the program as a whole just getting stronger and stronger.
All right, let's talk about the schedule that you guys always put together. It's a tough one always. We'll start with the league, the AAC, small but mighty. A lot of tough teams in that AAC, Boardman, Howland, Fitch, the YSN teams. Then don't forget about Warren Harding in there as well. What do you kind of expect out of the league this year? What are some expectations for yourselves in the conference as well?
One great thing about our schedule is that we don't have any easy games. And then in contrast, that is one of the most challenging parts, is that we don't have any of those easy feel-good games. Starting with our league games, every one of those games, we know we have to show up ready to go, ready to play. I know my girls are really looking for that AAC title, and those are our big rivals, the Hallands, the Fitches, the Boardmen. And those are games that we know we're preparing for right now. But on top of our league games, we really don't have any other easy games outside of the league either. We play Ursuline, who took us out of the tournament last year. That's one of our first games of the season. We play Lakeview, who we lost to last year. We play Perry. We're up at Firestone for two different tournament type situations where we could see North, Barberton and Walsh Jesuit and North Olmsted. So there's a lot of teams that we're going to see that we feel is really going to prepare us moving into tournament. But like I said, there's no easy games in that mix.
You brought up Ursuline, the team that did knock you out of the tournament last year. I mean, does that put a little fire in this team's belly to try to, avenge last year's loss and play the team that knocked them out last year?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that is one that we are looking forward to. That is one that is on a little timeline we have in our locker room that says the team who took us out of tournament last year. And we have that date and we're ready to go. So looking forward to a rematch against them. I know they're going to bring it. I know they have a lot of girls, but we're really excited to see what we can do on our side.
You've had enough time with this program now to really establish the culture, what you want out of the volleyball program and what you want out of the philosophy. How much of an advantage have you seen this year, knowing that you don't have to spend time trying to introduce, your expectations or what you want out of the culture anymore? Everyone kind of understands it through the program, whether it be youth to varsity, what you want Canfield to be.
Last year I had so many new girls coming in that were playing up, and we really push that trust each other, build a team. And this year I have seen all of my returners really buy into that and set the tone for these 16 incoming freshmen. And there's no question what our culture is like because of how the older girls and how the returners have set that stage. So it's really nice. They know, they are great teammates. They help each other out. They get on each other's case. They challenge each other. They push each other. And our big theme this year is trust. And we're going to trust each other on the court. We're going to trust the process. We're going to trust the coaches. And by doing that, we think really good things are going to come out of it.
Normally, we wouldn't even broach the topic of tournaments yet. It's way too soon. But with the realignments and everything that went on with every sport that's not named football, it has affected everyone. You might see teams that you might not normally see in your division, things like that. What kind of things are exciting about kind of the realignment and maybe doors opening a little bit for this volleyball team to make deep runs in the tournament?
Yeah, so we have big goals and big expectations, and that is something that, we're already looking forward to that tournament time and knowing that we can do some really great things. Now, we dropped to Division 3. We are on the smaller side of Division 3, so we are about 5 girls away from being D4. For us, though, it's just another great opportunity. We're going to prepare ourselves all season. We've prepared all summer to play the best of the best, and that's what we expect to do. And we know we're going to have to do if we want to go on a nice run in tournament is you're going to have to beat some really great teams.
Not too long ago, you were the smallest team in Division 1, so we're used to Canfield being that small but mighty team in the tournament, so we can't wait for that. Coach, before we let you go, we want you to highlight your coaching staff. We know that you couldn't do any of the great things that you do with Canfield alone. I want you to talk about the people you have working with you this year and the people that make this program great.
Yeah, a huge thank you to my coaching staff because I really couldn't do it without them. So I did have a lot of changes this year on our coaching staff. So my JV coach is Carrie Wyan. She was in the 8th grade coach for me last year. I have a new freshman coach this year, Bailey Reardon. 8th grade coach is Trina Cackley, and then 7th grade coach is Bree Fischel, who's returning again this year. So really excited, a lot of great ideas. We've met many times. We're all on the same page about, our goals and expectations for our girls, but it's been really great to kind of hear some different perspectives and opinions. And so I'm really excited about it.
What's it been like, building a new, not brand new coaching staff, but a lot of new faces, like you said, coming up, and like you also said, just trying to pick brains of different philosophies and different mindsets. What's that been like for you?
It's fun and challenging at the same time, but over the course of the summer, we've really gotten to know each other and work together. And I know okay, this is her strength, so I'm going to let her take the passers on this and I'll take the setters. And it's been great for us to kind of work together in different ways to help our girls. And I'm feeling really, really good about everything that my coaches can contribute to our program.
All right, give a shout out to the Canfield community. When is the first time that the fans can come and see the Lady Cardinals play? And then when's your first home game too?
Yeah, so our first game, we have a lot of Saturday like try and quad matches. So our first game is Saturday, August 17th. That's at Firestone High School. If anyone makes the drive out there, we play at 9 and 10 a.m. And then the following Saturday, we play at Ursuline. So we have a lot of away games this year. But then we'll be back home following that up in. Let me make sure I say this on September 3rd against Hallen. That is a home game. That's a league game for us. So we're hoping to get some really good crowds there, get a lot of people in attendance. We have 7 home games this year, so we're going to try to make all 7 of those count.
No better way to get people excited than a home opener being a league game. So
That's
we
right.
can't wait to see you out there, Coach. We wish you the best of luck this year, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
Thank you so much. It was good talking with you.